Hello, everybody, and welcome back to interviews. Today, we're talking about the Exiled Heavy Night. Who knows how to well, from now on, you'll be calling it the Heavy Night series because saying the whole name it's kind of redundant. And this is the first time I've even used the word redundant because that's how you know how bad it is. No, not the show, not the show. The show is actually really fun. I'm actually having a really fun time, watching it. It's I wouldn't it's like it's a power fantasy from the start to go, and that's what I was expecting. The animation, the animation this episode was good, but like I wouldn't say it was on the level of episode one because episode one is a present. I think episode one was not like a priority episode, and what I mean for like what a priority episode is, it's like those like a setup episode. A setup episode is an episode that kind of set up something like in the future because ep- episode two ends on off where like he joins a random party where they're going to like investigate a haunted mansion. So I think that episode three is like a priority episode where like the animation is gonna pop up. But the animation, even though this wasn't a priority episode, the animation was really good. The camera work was excellent. Like we had like a great fight scene that I enjoyed. The only reason I'm saying it wasn't a descendant of episode one because when I'm watching the Gohan anime, I wanna have like I said, a medical episode where like I spaz out. I didn't get that. Like there was some camera movement here and there. The hair wasn't as moving as much. Like they did like when you're watching a Gohan anime, like for example, I don't know why, but like Gohan just loves like doing every strand of hair. Like in episode two, there wasn't really that much. There was some scenes here and there, but like not as much. That's how you can also tell like it's not like a priority episode. It's like it's low. It's like it has that level of animation where it goes like it's a great, but like I want the peak of episode one, which I think we'll get in episode three, which is airing this week. So I really want to because, like I say, if I don't spaz out, then they didn't try their hardest, and like with the limited amount of resources and animation studio you kind of get, of course they're trying to actually, but like it's the go hand, like I built episode three, which is airing out this week, will be cracked. Like the camera work, the movement, the constant action, everything will be so spazzing out where you can't even read the subtitles, where you just have to go back and forth to even know what it will be like Jujutsu Kaisen. If you know Jujutsu Kaisen, when like yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Like, remember the Jujutsu Maraga versus Sukuna, where like there was like talking and like there was constant moving to the point where like when I was watching this episode, I legit didn't. I turned off like the subtitles because like I just wanted to see the action moves. Like when they were like the narrator was talking in the background, you're like, God, oh, that's how Heavy Night. That's how I want Heavy Night to be. Like I want it to be like constant moving to the point where like I don't even get what's happening. That's a go hand anime for you. A go hand is you don't get what's happening. You're confused. You're theory crafting on what happened when it's genuinely being told on the screen what's happening, but like you just don't know where to even look. That's a go hand anime for you. So I have high expectations for episode three. I hope it delivers anyway. Let's dip into the episode itself. Okay, let's talk about the first segment of episode. I think the first 1 to 3 minutes of the episode is basically like a recap of like the ending segments of like part one, where like the was this guy just runs down like this is a really crazy frame to stop on. Like I ain't gonna lie. Anyway, like the first 30 no, the first 1 to 2 minutes to 3 minutes of like the first part of the episode is basically like a rundown of everything that happened at the end, where we get to see Adamantium Rampart that is first skill where like he deflects an eminence attack based on like the amount of defense he has, and she kind of I wouldn't say maxed out. His defense stat is like 10, which is higher than those frogs that we kind of see in the episode. Yeah, this part, and this is like now this is 2 minutes into like the episode, so like that's how like again I'm saying this is not a priority episode because it was like the episode was padded in, like, fill in the extra time. It was just padded. I think episode 3 is like, I wouldn't say it's like major, but like I think we have an epic fight scene. Like from the short episode 1, it kind of showed like the main fights that we'll get. I think episode 3 has like that main fight. So like they didn't want to like, do episode 2 with an increment of episode 3. No, they wanted to do like episode 3 all together with the fight and everything. They wanted to do it in one episode. So I think that's why like they kind of did like a small segment of the manga and like, padded in like the first parts of the episode with like just basically a recap of like what happened in episode 1 to like fill in the gaps in time. I think that's my theory on why we have like, a 4 to 5 minute segments of just basically the first part of like the first part of episode 1 being like in episode 2. If you look at it, this is basically 4 minutes right now, close to 5 minutes. So basically, because where the segment ends, the opening kind of starts. So like I said, padded in. This is the same thing as Wisteria with the magic, because in the in some parts of Wisteria episodes, I think it was during between episode 4 or 5 when Will was fighting that monster. I kind of forgot what it is. It's been a while since I've watched it. It's a lot, not like the anime ended, but like episode 4 itself, it's been a while. But like anyway, what I'm trying to say is it's basically like Wisteria sometimes pads its episode where like maybe they drag out like a scene, or maybe like they reuse some types of scenes to like pad in. Like Wisteria has a lot of padding, so I think it's the same thing as this. I think, like I keep saying, episode 3, I bet it's going to be a great episode. I bet like the fights will be dramatic. Like I say, I have really high hopes for Gohan. Gohan is the type, like I basically, the thing that got me into Gohan is like a romance rom-com, and like when I was watching it, like the camera work, the hair just moved, like the hair was moving all the time. I was wondering like what the hell is, what kind of strong winds are in the anime? Like the hair was just moving all the time, the details and everything. Anyway, enough of the Gohan glaze. Now let's start the main segment of the episode. Alright, after defeating those frogs, I don't know what he calls them, but I'm calling them froggies. After defeating the froggies, he kind of levels up to level 8, which I don't know how much XP you kind of get from like those type of froggies. It's probably, I don't know, because in early games you kind of level up like quickly, but like as the higher levels you get, I feel like the more levels you get, I think the more XP demands. I think that's basically how every video game I've played with like a leveling system has, and that's how like usually animes kind of do it. But like the higher the level is, the more XP you need. So like since it's like the first single digits what's this, the first single digits thing is single digit level is, I think, will be easier to form. But like if once you get like to maybe level 20, level 50, I think you start hunting like stronger bosses, because you need to get more XP from like those stronger bosses to like gain more like levels, probably gain more skill points and whatnot. Oh, he also gained a title called the Unwavering One, because he he didn't run from like those hundreds of frogs that were attacking him, and was able to defeat them. The Unwavering One, I forgot what it does, but like I think the more he stands his ground, the stronger I think he becomes. I don't know. You can quote me on that, but like I feel like that's how the Unwavering One works. Rampart Reflection. Rampart Reflection is basically like reflecting, like if I have 50 defense, and like an enemy has lower defense than me or equal to defense to me, then then the attack will be reflected. But if an enemy has higher defense than me, then it's basically kind of useless. That's how it works. So like I think this skill is a gamble, because I wouldn't say you wouldn't be able to like, it's like you basically have to put all your stats into like defense if you want to get get far in life, basically. Because if you want to climb in higher dungeons, hunt down higher monsters, we're just running with the reflection skill, then you will need to like what am I trying to say? Anyway, if you want to fight with like the reflection skill, then you need high defense, which kind of start compromising your like your attack skill, because you've been investing more into defense to actually use the skill, which kind of lags into your attack, your stamina, and your magic power. So like it's a good skill, but like it kind of drags down your other like stats. So I wonder how you'll be using it, because he is a heavy knight, which mostly focuses on defense, but like he's using a sword, so like I think you also be incorporating melee fights in this. So I feel like you have a balance of strength and probably semi speed. I think he will also increase his magic, because I think skills in this world also use magic. So I think he will also be boosting his magic. That's like my thoughts on it. So I think he will have both, a mix of both, but like I feel like the defense will be higher than each and every other stats he has. Um, and this we have this part of the episode where this guy, I forgot his name. Like he's like I forgot his name. I really did forget his name. Ah, anyway, this guy kind of wants Almas to like join his to form a group with him, which theoretically is a good option, because like defense classes are not really popular. So if Almas wants to like form a party, but like I feel like the way the episode goes, I think he doesn't actually want to go like into a party, because in a party, if you gotta share XP, you should form a party, because if like an example, okay, let's tell this as an example. Let's say you form a party. Let's say here is you and these are your underlings. Let's say that if you kill like a level 50 monster, each and every person has to get like a share of XP. So like it's not convenience. Okay. So like, and then let's cross out these two segments. Let's just cross out the three. You have a party of 6 people, including you seven. If you kill that level 50 monster again, you still have to split among you, which isn't like a good thing, because I know like partying is like creating a party is a good thing, because like this is defense class. I would say grinding is like the weakest right now, because when it gets higher level, yeah, it becomes OP, but like as it is right now, it's not good. So it kind of needs a party, but like he also doesn't really need a party, because he wants to level up as fast as he can, like show his father, and like that girl that I really hate, I don't really want to say her name. This girl Mars, I think that's her name. I had to do Google research, but like her name is Mars. So like he wants to like show his father and Mars that this skill isn't as trashy as it is, because even in the episode we kind of see him have like flashbacks of like that interaction. Like I feel like that's like a semi-traumatic experience for him. Like he wants to show them that what they did to him wasn't good. He wants to show them that this, as he is, he's stronger than both of them combined. Like I think the sword magic skill is good, but like I feel like Heavy Knight is the OP skill, which kind of starts off low, but as he continues to grind with the skill, he will get stronger with it. And I'm wanting to meet her. Like we did see a glimpse of her in episode 1. In episode 2, not that much. I feel like probably episode 3 or episode 4 will meet her. I want to meet her. Like she was there in the OP and ED, and I love her character design, the gesture design. I love it. I want to see what type of skills she has. Like I think that would be good. Hello and welcome back to Hunter Results. We just had some minor technical difficulties. Probably my phone kind of crashed, I would say. So the video kind of had to I kind of have to cut. So like I don't want to make like a new video. Like the video is saved. So this is basically like going to be like a part 2. I'm probably gonna send it out as a part 2, or probably I'm gonna find a way to like edit it in together. But 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna just post this YouTube video as like a part 2 segment of like the original video. I know this is a drag. It's a drag for me, but like I don't know. Like I said, my editing skills are pretty shitty. So like I feel like if I tried it, I would. Okay, I will try it. But like yeah, I'll just try to like put the segments in together and see how they turn out. All right, let's continue with the episode. Anyway, I was talking about how he wants to be in the same party with him, but like if he couldn't defeat like Okay, I was about to start shitting on him, but like when that spider came after us, he was willing to, actually like defend us. Like we knew he would have lost, but like him actually, standing up for us, like willing to like actually sacrifice his life for us, kind of like give him some a few points. Like if like Armas had decided to like form a party with him, I could have understood because like I would say he would be like a very loyal companion, someone who we could actually trust with our back, someone who's willing to actually, die for a stranger is like a good person to like actually keep around. Like he was willing to like keep it busy for us, Like I know he would have he would have probably died if Aaron Myers hadn't stepped in, but like just that courage alone kind of gives him more points for him. Like now I wanted him to actually form a party with him. Yeah, and this part of the episode kind of talks about what I said in like in a few videos back in the video itself. It talks about like this is not really optimal. Like it is remnant reflection. Like how the spider monkey had like its defense was higher than him. So like the rampart was basically useless. So if he didn't have like a plan, like if he didn't have a way to actually defeat it, like that's the downside of this suit. Like you have to be a higher level, not a higher level, but like even if you had a lower level, but like as long as the defense is higher, I think you would win. But like in this point, he didn't have like his defense was lower than the monkey spiders. So what he did was start poisoning it bit by bit, and like shrinking its HP down to the point where like it was now killable. Well, like he shrinked its HP a lot, so like then his reflection rampart could have worked because the versus took a lot of damage and its HP was low, so the reflection worked. Oh yeah, this is the skill that he used. It's Dorama, a temporary reduction. It temporarily reduces the attack of what's this attack of a stack opponent, and it has a stacking effect, because it's like I think it was a 20% decrease. Yeah, it's a 20% decrease, but like he was able to like stack it. So I wonder if we can stack it to like 100%, or is there like a stacking limit? Maybe like 60. I don't know, because he was able to go to 40. I don't know if like he can stack like the dram, the dram itself to like probably like 100 to like reduce a person's attack 100%. I wonder if he can do that. I think in this week's episode we'll probably get to see him actually do that. I hope he does do it. I think that would be really cool. Yeah, I was right. It's 20% in gaming term. It wasn't a lot, but 20% is a lot. It's a lot. 20% of 100 is something. People do meant to do math because I don't feel like doing math, but like 20% is a lot. You can buy something with that. Not buy something. Yeah, you can buy something that's 20% off, which would be much cheaper. And in this episode, you kind of get to see his battle, like a battle junkie side. For those who don't know, a battle junkie is someone who thrives in fighting. Like this was an unwinnable odd. Like he probably had like a 10% chance of winning, even maybe much lower. But like the thrill of fighting someone strong it was really exciting. Like it's like if you watch Dragon Ball, like Goku has like he is a battle junkie. He thrives on fighting with stronger opponents. That's basically the same. This is a gamer thing. This is like I wouldn't say it's a gamer thing, but like have you ever played like a really hard game, but like you just want to defeat like a really hard game, but like you're just playing it just for the love of the game, like I've played that type of game where like it's really freaking hard, but like you just vibing with it, just loving that game. You want to push yourself to the limit. Or maybe like a sports, like I do rugby, which I did rugby, which was it was really freaking hard, but like slamming into someone was really fucking good. Just running up, slamming, getting the balls, getting slammed, getting jumped by too many people, like that through like that adrenaline is it's just good. Like I know that's a bad thing, but like once you get that rush of adrenaline, you just feel something. You just feel something. Anyway, let's talk about the fight itself. The fight was pretty good. I enjoyed the fight. Like I said, this fight wasn't a priority episode because the movement was there, but like it wasn't on the same level as like when we saw the frogs, leaping to him. Like when the frogs were leaping to him, you could see like the camera moving, the landscape moving. Like the fact had some of it, but like it was little of that. It was little of that. That's kind of why it like I kept saying it feels my theory on like if this episode was not really like that much of a priority episode if we think about it. It wasn't really like that a priority episode, but like the fight in itself was good. Like I can show you, but I can describe it, but like it was basically him just stacking up the drama, like decrease his HP, and then at the end he used Rebel Rampart to like reflexive Rampart reflection to like reflect the attack. I know me explaining it doesn't do justice. You just gotta see it. Like a point of a review is tell you what he thinks, and then you're just going to check it for yourself. Like so. Like me explaining doesn't do it justice, but like you should really check it out. Anyway, you see, reflection remember like after dealing like enough, like not enough, but semi damage and like decreasing its HP, I think that was enough to like reduce its defense a lot where like his defense was higher than the monkey spider itself. Anyway, episode wise, it was a really good episode. I can't wait for episode 3 because like I kept saying, I hope it's a priority episode. I want to see the fight that comes next because the episode ended with us joining a random party, just as I think we're going to defeat a ghost, a type of thing. I'm probably sure we are, but like I want to see what happens. Let's just see what happens. Anyway, if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe. Hunter, and I'll see you in the next one.